This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Friday, September the 16th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today Evening Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, a prison officer who appeared in court today and pleaded guilty to 3 criminal charges claims he had been blackmailed. 41-year-old Sean McDowell Herbert of Tudor Bridge, St. Michael, was, however, remanded to the same jail facility where he has worked. Herbert has to be back in court next Friday for sentencing for unlawfully giving letters and photographs to a prisoner, illegally taking letters and photographs out of jail, and attempting to convey letters and photographs to a prisoner, sometime between June 17th this year and last Wednesday. A 64-year-old man becomes the latest person to die suddenly. Franklin Taylor of Codrington, St. Michael, was walking along Bow Road around 1 p.m. when he collapsed. He later died at the scene. Police are continuing investigations into his death. Acting Police Commissioner Tyrone Griffith says crime in Barbados is down and the country is at its safest in 15 years. His comments come in the face of a recent surge in the use of firearms in which a number of people have died. Griffith told a panel discussion at the State of the Tourism Industry at the Hilton that for the last 15 years, crime in Barbados was always annually in excess of 3,000 crimes. The top cop noted that for the last 2 years, crime has been less than 2,000, and this year is also on track to be less as well. More clarification is desperately needed on the recently imposed National Social Responsibility Levy. This was the prevailing theme at today's meeting between the Barbados Revenue Authority and local manufacturers to flesh out the impact of the 2% imposition on the Barbados business landscape. It was a point conceded by Minister of Industry, International Business, Commerce and Small Business Development, Donville Innes, who volunteered to broach the serious concerns raised during the meeting at the ministerial level. The island's largest public sector trade union is assuring customs officers that it will back any decision they made regarding the pending transition to the umbrella Barbados Revenue Authority. In a press release issued today, General Secretary of the National Union of Public Workers, Rosalind Smith, also urged them to be steadfast in whatever decisions they make, whether collectively or individually. Smith also asked the customs employees to remain conscious of what she called the continued occurrences throughout this process. Local and regional tourism officials are this evening wrapping up talks at the annual State of the Industry Conference. Over the past 2 days, they deliberated on several issues, including security, emerging markets, and air transportation. Stakeholders were also told that it cannot be business as usual if the region is to maintain its position as one of the top destinations in the world. And earlier today, Barbados was recognized for its commitment to sustainable tourism when the Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization, Talib Rifai, presented an open letter to Prime Minister Frendel Stuart.
That's why in 2011, we decided to embark on this very important initiative of open letter, because we decided that it is the heads of states and the heads of governments that should become aware of this, because without that, they will not be able to influence the path of tourism in their own countries.
Stewart says the presentation is a testament to the importance of an alliance between the UNWTO, the World Travel and Tourism Council, and global governance.
Concurrently, the WTTC represents a unifying force amongst the major players in the travel and tourism industry. This promotes public and private sector partnerships and awareness of travel and tourism as a top priority of governmental agendas. As far as governments are concerned, We must establish and facilitate effective regulations and mechanisms to encourage private sector-led investment and the adaptation of technological and innovative solutions. This would assist in developing the tourism industry and ultimately in developing our economies.
Grenada will host the 2017 State of the Industry Conference. In sports now, former Middlesex and Sussex batsman Toby Radford has been hired by the West Indies Cricket Board as the batting coach for the United Arab Emirates tour against Pakistan. Radford will join the West Indies squad, which had already reached the UAE, where they will play 3 T20s, 3 ODIs, and an equal number of test matches against Pakistan from September 23rd. Radford's appointment is a surprising development, considering earlier this week the Welshman had left as manager of the National Academy in Ireland, citing family reasons.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Welcome back with news from the region now. The Guyana government has extended its Jubilee offer for University of Guyana students loan defaulters. The announcement was made by Minister of State Joseph Harmon during yesterday's post-cabinet press conference.
Cabinet approved the request by the Honourable Minister of Finance to extend the Jubilee offer to borrowers of the Student Loan Agency from August 31st to October 31st, 2016.
The Jubilee offer resulted from recommendations submitted by a forensic audit conducted at the Student Loan Agency of the University of Guyana. Minister Harmon reflects on what was the initial offer.
Among the measures implemented was a Jubilee offer as follows: a 75% write-off of the accumulated interest in the borrower if the borrower paid the outstanding balance by August 31st, 2016, and a 50% write-off if the borrower brought his or her account to current by September 30, 2016, and remains in that status for the duration of the repayment period.
On the international scene, Donald Trump finally admitted today that President Barack Obama was born in the United States, reversing himself on the issue that propelled him into national politics 5 years ago. Trump sought to end his long-standing attempt to discredit the nation's first African-American president with just a few sentences tacked on at the end as he unveiled his new hotel in Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington. But the issue isn't likely to die down anytime soon, especially as Trump continues to falsely blame Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton for starting the birthism controversy.
Hillary Clinton and her campaign of 2008 started the birther controversy. I finished it. You know what I mean. President Barack Obama was born in the United States, period. Now we all want to get back to making America strong and great again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, our screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic weekend.